What's up, Capricorns? How's it going? My beautiful, beautiful Cappies. Thank you for joining me on my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have you. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you in honor of this Pisces full moon. What needs to be released as well as embraced, right? Full moon energy, we are closing out cycles, releasing what doesn't serve us, and welcoming in new cycles, new abundance, new fortune, new relationships, whatever it is. So we'll see what we can get from my Pisces friends here today. I just called you Pisces. I'm sorry, my Capricorn friends. It's this Pisces full moon, but maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Speaking of which, High Priestess, bottom of your deck. Card of sometimes Pisces and Cancer. It's about balance, internal balance, sometimes secrets as well. Things coming to the surface, as well as a card of spirituality. Anyway, that got me distracted. Please only take away messages for your best and highest good in this reading. It is general. Not everything I say will resonate with you. So you do use your own discretion and discernment to pick apart the messages that you want to take and run with versus the ones that you are going to release, because if they're not your messages and they don't serve you, you don't need them, right? You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. All right, so for my Capricorn friends, a couple clarifiers. Got two there. All right, cool. Let's do it, Cappies. So what do you need to release during this Pisces full moon happening on Friday the 13th? I love it. How auspicious. Well, there's the moon card. I love it. So yeah, two cards of potential secrets. The idea of things coming to light, things coming to the surface that used to be hidden or that need illumination. That I'm also getting that need time, though. Something about cycles, you know, moon to sun. Everything will be made clear. So maybe some of my Capricorns are being a little bit impatient to the point where that it's disrupting their own internal balance and harmony. There's something about like a never-ending cycle, back and forth, maybe bickering with a parent or a spouse. You're not getting to like the heart of the problem. I'm just getting something, it keeps going around and around in circles. You're never getting to like the finish line or the end point, or I don't know if it's some sort of argument. It's like nobody ends up being the victor. It's like you just end up like walking out or storming off out of the room, and then you like, you know, it's like you make up, but then it surfaces again later. Potentially with an Aquarius or an Aries. Yeah, there's something about, it's like a final call, a final judgment, calling it quits, throwing in the towel, so that you can open up and like release whatever is just not panning out, not getting you the results that you want, or something about that needs to be released, because it's time to start anew. Fool energy. And even the way she's blowing the horn, I'm getting judgment. A final judgment call, or the revival of something from the past. Again, it's like the idea of it keeps getting dug up. It's something that like your wife or your husband or whoever, they're constantly nagging at you, and you never get to like what is the term? You never get to like the specific cause of the matter. You keep like dancing around it, but it's never like pinpointed of, I don't know if it's like, why are you asking me about this, or this is why this is happening. Again, just spinning in circles. Something is not being illuminated, and maybe someone is holding back. Maybe there's secrets that need to come to the surface. It's almost like if you want to close out this circle and start anew, what needs to be released is like some sort of inner turmoil or imbalance, potentially in a dynamic or relationship, where I'm just getting it's rocky. It's like waves crashing on the rocks. There's like this uproar of arguments or fighting, and it settles, but it always comes back up. It's the song that never ends. Did anybody you watch that Sherry Lewis show, Lamb Chops Play Along or Lamb Chops Playhouse? Yeah, it's the song that never ends. knowing what it was, but they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yeah, how do you end this song? You want so desperately to like clear the air and start anew and be released of like, what I'm getting is burdens emotionally, something that's weighing on your heart heavily. You're just waiting for the changing of the tides, the turning of the tides or the changing of the cycle. So what needs to be released is potentially the waiting. Can you make it happen? Is there some sort of action you can take so that you're not going in circles? For some of you, literally, is there a different route or path or way of communicating a message? Or even if it's travel, is there like, I'm even getting like specifically, is there a different road, a different map you can use to get around some sort of obstacle? Or there's something that you haven't seen fully because of moon energy. It's like when the light of day hits it, it's going to be completely different. But in the meantime, it's like you're trying so badly to start anew, but you've been unsuccessful. Something about examining how to move forward while maintaining your chill and your cool and your peace, your calm. What needs to be embraced? The Page of Pentacles. So the building of a somewhat new opportunity. For me, sometimes this is like a student card, mastering a skill or a hobby or a task, becoming better at your job or at some sort of process. This could also be like making home repairs or taking better care of your health or of your body. And I mean, all of that really applies in Virgo season. It is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Because you want clarity, because you want truth. That is the underlying energy. So interesting. Something about secrets. And I'm not saying this to like freak you guys out. It's just matter of fact. These are cards of the truth is not seen. Something is existing in shadow or just not being communicated. Sometimes in like relationship spreads, this can be the idea of the mistress, like the hidden woman who is silent, who is secret. I'm not necessarily saying that for you guys, but there is a lot of undertones here, undercurrent, I don't know, with this ocean waves here, of something that needs to come to the light of day. Something that needs to be released because, yeah, I'm just getting like tense energy. Something is weighing heavily on your heart, and some of you feel like giving up, but there is a desire to communicate with this is King of Swords, the King of Air. It's Aquarian energy. There may be some sort of unique or innovative idea that could help you progress forward in your job or with your work. There's also a need to not focus on the group here, to focus on your own self, your own path of knowledge, increasing your intelligence, studying knowledge, like student energy. Even if you're not going back to school, some of you might be. There is like a focus on like the truth, the reality, the data, the statistics, or the information at hand. That is going to help progress this Page of Pentacles in whatever this endeavor is. If you're doing home repairs, study up on it, read the books, read up the information. If you're trying to expand your job or your career, put out more resumes, work on your skills, work on your writing abilities. This could be drafting like a cover letter or like a CV. Something about fluffing up, or not fluffing up, but increasing with substance the information at hand, the skills, the abilities, the thoughts, even the communications, the intellect. What an interesting reading, Capricorn. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not totally sure what to do with this. We'll throw one clarifier on it. Good Lord, we're already at 9 minutes. So much for a short tarot reading. There could have been a thought or an idea you've had for a very, very long time that all of a sudden you're taking action upon. You're trying to like build an empire or build a family or build a resume or experience on the job. Even though you may be like a novice, or that's not the right word, you may be relatively new to this concept, this idea, it's something that you believe in your heart and it's guiding you. Your inner truth is guiding you. Good Lord, there she is again. High Priestess, following your intuition, listening to your internal thoughts, your intellect, there's something about it's guiding you. This is also very much a card of spirituality to me, so this may even have to do with feeling like your ancestors or spirit guides or guardian angels are communicating with you. And it would be silently communicating with you about whatever this next project or endeavor is. She looks pregnant here to me. Maybe some of you are trying to become pregnant, or maybe some of you have become pregnant and that's been a secret you're hiding from. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is only gonna be for some of you, but that's what this is. Oh my goodness. This took me so long to get, Capricorn. I'm sorry. Some of you are pregnant and you haven't revealed it yet. And that nagging, it has to do with your family. Like, why aren't you drinking any wine? Why aren't you staying out late? Why aren't you, like, kind of unhealthy behaviors if it's like you are a vessel of creation, if there's a baby inside you. It's a brand new beginning. Fool energy can also be children. That's what this is for a lot of you. So whether you're pregnant or not, it could also be the idea of wanting to start a family and maybe not communicating that to your partner. Yeah, something about motherhood. A lot of times I see this card, and it is Cancer, who is the mother of the zodiac, but I always think of the song Let It Be by the Beatles. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. There's something about that. It's whispered words, it's quiet, it's almost silent, almost like the idea of a lullaby to a child or to a baby, or coming to someone's aid or rescue when they are emotionally distraught. Interesting. You are being guided down a specific path, but I am getting that it is secretive, and maybe it does need to be communicated, but you're holding back on it for some reason. With the High Priestess coming up, to me it's saying that you have it twice, really. It's the bottom of your deck. Something needs to come to the surface here because these are opposite dynamics. This is silent, this is communication, messages, really important messages. I mean, the king, right? Maybe it's delivering a message to your boss. Maybe some of you are going on leave from work and you haven't relayed that to the right people yet. I mean, I don't know if you're hiding like your baby bump, but yeah, this page can also be messengers of the new seed, potentially the baby or the new beginning. And if it's not a literal baby, it's the idea of whatever you're nurturing, the seed that has huge potential to grow into something very healthy and thriving and beautiful. For some of you, it's your career. I don't know if you're just not expressing your inner desires or listening to your intuition. Both, I mean, you have it 3 times. These are all cards of following your intuition and something about being spiritually guided. I said that earlier, but that there's something important here about that too. Spend some time doing meditation or with your tarot deck or however you communicate spiritually with whatever you believe, something greater. If you're confused about something, if something isn't clear to you, messages, something about symbols, even in like numerology or images you see, almost from your spirit guides will be made more clear to you. Spend some time with whatever your faith is. What is your advice or guidance? You have Queen of Cups. Listen to your intuition. Cancerian energy. The Queen of Love. Also the mother of the zodiac, Cancer. Who's pregnant? the Emperor, okay? Again, maybe a boss figure coming through, or communicating something with a very masculine energy. Again, won't be for everybody, but for those who are the females pregnant, communicating it to to the man or woman potentially that you want to build a life with, that you want to build an empire with, expressing your love, your creativities, your desire for something else. It's like you're wanting to build either something new or elsewhere, travel across lands, plant the seed in a different garden. I just heard the Roots song. It's kind of inappropriate, but I mean, given this spread, it's, oh wow, and Mother Mary too. I push my seed in her bush for life. I'm going to work it because I'm pushing it right. And then there's some line about, what is it? It's something about Mother Mary, isn't it? I will name this child rock and roll or something. Again, messages, maybe through music. Maybe you're going to hear a song and something is going to become clear to you. If Mary drops my baby girl tonight, I will name her rock and roll. Again, I don't think these lyrics are literal, but that might mean something. I don't know. And I mean, that song is by The Roots. Maybe you're going back to your family. Maybe you're going back to your roots. I get messages through music, so I mean, that song came up for a reason. Again, spirituality and children, a focus on children or families, or not even recreation, creation of nurturing a seed into something that can grow, into an empire that you want to build. Maybe that's your family. Maybe that's your, maybe some of you are going into business for yourself. Following your heart with that Queen of Cups and Nine of Fire. Yeah, there's something about this communication with Wands that either you're being defensive or you're worried that your words are going to wound somebody, or that, it's more the reception. If you speak your truth, if you say what you need to say, you are worried that what comes back at you is going to hurt you. Ultimately with the Queen of Cups, emotionally, it's going to wound your heart. This is sometimes the Wounded Warrior card. You might be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's specifically a Sagittarius card. I'm just getting, you don't need to be afraid. You've been standing, I am getting time. This secret has existed for quite a while now. You don't need to stand guard at your post anymore and be worried about someone planning the attack, or worried that you have to watch your back or be careful who you tell or what you say. There's a need for this secret to come to the surface. What needs to be embraced is that communication. And Sagittarius had this card too. Confidently, poignantly, expressing something in truth, in justice, reestablishing balance and order among the group, in the kingdom, among a relationship, a romantic couple, a mother and father even. Maybe you're the baby. Maybe this whole thing is about some sort of secret that, as I was saying, like a nagging parent. Maybe this is dealing with some sort of parental issue that's kind of weighing heavily on you. Maybe you have embraced some sort of different faith or culture, and that has been very difficult for your parents to accept. Maybe you're with somebody who they don't particularly like or don't see eye to eye with. And maybe you've had to endure a lot of harsh criticism and critique over the years. And so that would make sense. Wounded Warrior. The light is shining on you, Capricorn. It is safe for you to come out and illuminate your truth, to speak your truth. It is your North Star that is guiding you. And ultimately, like that North Star, it's the moon. It's your intuition. It's your emotions, and it's your love. That is your guiding light here. Capricorn, what a reading. If Mary drops my baby girl tonight, I will name her rock and roll. I think that's the lyric I couldn't think of. Now I just want to go listen to that song. It's a great song. Check it out. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Absolutely. There's a lot of unclarity here. We know that. We know that. There's a lot of unclarity here. When you realign with love, your heart's desire, your emotions, your intuition, the path on how to proceed forward correctly, how to communicate efficiently will become clear. And as I was saying, this isn't going to be for everyone, but for those whose faith plays a very important role in their life, I think you will find comfort in returning to your faith and spirituality, or not even returning, going to it, practicing whatever it is you practice. It's at least going to put your mind at ease. And again, maybe messages will become apparent to you when you go into that meditative state, when you're praying, when you're at church, when you're doing your thing, doing yoga in the sunlight, whatever, spiritual practice is to you, that's going to help you. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Raise your vibration and be in a state of love, of willingness to receive it, but also to give it out, despite maybe the obstacles or criticism or judgment that you're fearing. All right, Capricorn, that was a long video, but that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates, and I will see you beautiful Capricorns later. Happy Pisces full moon to you. Bye.